In this video, we're going to go through the sample score sheet for a Scholars Bowl tournament. So if you are a scorer, then what you're going to want to do is when you first get into the room, you're going to want to note the round that you're scoring. Okay, so like in this one, this would be round 4. You're also going to want to put the room number of the room that you are in. With the moderator is just another word for the reader. So who is reading the questions? Then once you have the reader written down, you're going to write down the name of the teams. And once you've got the teams, and I'd recommend putting them on whichever side they're sitting on so as to make it easier for you to score. Then what you're going to do is you're going to enter in the names of the individual players. So like here we have Anjali, Julia, Anjali, A, and Sayan. Now you'll notice that there's an asterisk next to Julia's name. Okay, if you could put that or a star just to indicate who the captain is, that's who's going to be giving responses typically to bounce back questions or bonus questions. Okay, now on to the next team. And we recommend that you do this in pencil so that if you make any errors, you can easily erase it instead of confusing anyone who's trying to read after you. So you'll notice that in this column here, we have the bonus points. Those are going to be the questions that come after the toss-up questions. So here is where you're going to put all the toss-up questions that each team is going to compete to answer. So like if one of the questions just hypothetically was this favorite animal of Miss McNeely, and then this team, okay, team A, we'll call them, if they buzz in, let's say that Julia buzzed in, and she gives her answer as cats. Well then under Julia's name, you would put the number of points that she earned, okay, so she got that toss-up question. With these here, okay, you're only going to see the number 10, because that's how much the toss-up questions are worth in the tournament that we're doing. You won't see multiple 10s in a row because there are no multiple toss-up question number 1 or multiple toss-up question number 2. So as you go through this, tallying up who scored what, make sure that you're on the correct question for that particular round. So let's say that Julia answered the question about cats correctly. Okay, now we go to the bonus points. There are 3 bonus questions after a toss-up. Each one is worth 10 points. So let's say another bonus question was Miss McNeely's favorite color, green. So they got one of the bonuses right. Let's say that the other bonus question was what was the name of Miss McNeely's cat that was dropping a rap album? That would be Jimmy, Slim Jimmy. So they got 2 out of those 3 bonuses right. Let's say the third bonus that they didn't get right. Okay, so the third bonus might be a question like, what year did Miss McNeely become a teacher at Lamp? Well, this team couldn't answer it, and apparently this team couldn't answer it either because look at how they have no bounce back bonus points. So they couldn't steal that question. So neither team got that bonus correct. So we only have 20, okay, because they got 2 out of the 3 points. Then what you're going to do is you're going to add the points for each toss-up plus their bonus over here in the cumulative total. So Julia got the toss-up question for 10 points. The team got 2 bonus questions right. So 20 plus 10 equals 30. And to make things easier over here, you may just want to put like this team is still at 0. So then for toss-up number 2, who answered it correctly? Parth. So I'm going to put a 10 under his name. Then with the bonus questions, again, like with the first bonus question, they only got 2 out of the 3 correct. So 10 plus 20 is 30, plus the 30 from the last toss-up. Now we have a score of 60. Now you'll notice here, okay, for toss-up 3, we don't have a 10 for anyone, and that means that this team did not answer correctly. Okay, instead, Taylor got it right. So we see that they got the 10 points for toss-up question 3. So they got the toss-up, they get to answer the bonus questions. Now here they got all 3 bonus questions correct. So 10 plus 30 equals 40. We're at 40 points. Now, bounce back question is just if a team steals a bonus question from another team. So like, let's say for instance in round 11. In round 11, Sophia answered the toss-up correct. Okay, so toss-up number 11. And her team got 2 out of the 3 bonus questions correct. Let's say the third one they couldn't get, and so they answered and it was wrong. Then the other team gets a chance to steal those 10 points, and it looks like this team did. That helps them differentiate between, oh, well, this team got the toss-up, and then they got 2 of the bonus, but then one of the bonuses was stolen by the other team. And so you're just going to want to keep track of that cumulative total going down. And once you get through period 1, which is questions 1 through 10, you're going to stop and you're going to announce the scores. And then if anyone has any disagreements over the accuracy of the scores, that won't be your job to try to figure out as the scorer. That would be the moderator or the reader's job or the tournament director's job. So once you get past toss-up 10, you would announce that this team has 200 points, this team has 120 points, and hopefully you've kept the score correctly and there won't be any flags on the field. Then, when you move into period 2, that's numbers 11 through 20. Same deal. You're going to write in who answered which questions correct. Okay, so it looks like Julia didn't do too well in this round, okay, because she didn't get any in period 2. And keep track of the bonus questions and any bounce back points that they get from taking the bonus from the other team. Then at the end, we're going to add up all the points for each team. So this team, Team A, won with 300 versus Team B with 200. But you're also going to want to add up all the points for the individual players. So Parth got 20, Anjali M got 20, Anjali A got 10, and Julia was the MVP with 40. Then you tally up the total bonus and the total bounce back. Okay, over here, Sophia and Ava both got 30 points, and Taylor got 10. But over here, these two players didn't get any points. Okay, so you're just going to want to go through and fill in those boxes there. If you need to use a calculator, hey, no harm, no foul. I would have to use one too. You may have noticed that here I've drawn a line through this individual player's name, and that's because you can only have 4 playing at a time. So in period 1, which is from question 1 to question 10, we had Parth, Anjali, Julia, and Anjali playing. Zoyan was waiting in the back until she could be substituted in after period 1. So period 1, Parth played questions 1 through 10. Then for questions 11 through 20, he sat out. That's when Zoyan came in for Parth. So that's what those lines there mean. Same thing here with this team. You have Anthony playing for period 1 and Tessa waiting to be subbed in. Then when he's done playing in period 1, Tessa subs in. So that's why there's a line through his name for the remaining points. Then at the end, you're going to get the captains or the coaches to sign. So like here, if I were the captain, I would sign here saying, yes, I agree that the score was 300 points. And the other captain here, let's see, Taylor. Okay, Taylor would sign for her team as well. Once you're done, you're going to take this score sheet and you're going to give it to the people controlling the data in the library or the score room. That will be the end of your role for that round. Then you need to go back to the room that you were scoring in case there's further rounds. So like if this were round 1, you would definitely have other rounds to score. If this is round 4, this may be the last one that you were scoring. It depends on how large the tournament is.